Welcome to The Barn Presents the music of Daniel and Laura Curtis. So this is the first in our series of concerts celebrating new British UK composers and their work. So this is part of Behind the Barn Door campaign, which is part of the Save Our Barn campaign. The Barn Theatre is based in Cirencester in the Cotswolds. And obviously due to the current climate, we have closed our doors. So we are an established charity and we've been open since 2018. So Daniel and Laura Curtis have been kind enough to let us work alongside them to showcase some of their music and have a chat and work with a brilliant lineup that they put together for us. So if you can like this video, if you share this video, if you do like it and share it and want to donate, you can go on our website, which is www.barntheatre.org.uk/SOB, or you can text the number on your screen now, and you want to text Save Our Barn 10 to the number below. So without further ado, let's welcome Laura and Daniel Curtis, and let's begin. So, hey guys, thank you for joining me.
How are you? Nice to see you.
Thank you so much for having us.
No, my pleasure, absolutely my pleasure. And sorry, obviously I had a quick 10-minute chat with Daniel on Tuesday, just to kind of preamble about it. But how have you found this whole process and working in this new, unique way of Zoom in and online concerts?
It's actually really interesting. We've been lucky in some ways in that we've got to hear voices that are new to us. We live in South Wales, so with our lovely 4-year-old. So London, going out in the evening and catching a bit of cabaret isn't something we can do so much of at the moment. So it was really lovely to hear some amazing new voices that we've never heard before. And yeah, there's plenty of writing time, but not so much peaceful writing time. The 4-year-old again, William.
I was going to say, how do you find time to raise a 4-year-old and keep producing such magnificent work?
Goodness.
It comes to you. Take a few minutes here and there, I guess.
We are lucky in how we work because it's very unusual, but we kind of bounce ideas off each other and then go away separately and then reconvene. So Dan will start. And then he'll play me something and I'll have a twiddle with it and I bounce it back to you, then we get together again, and then we collaborate on lyrics. So there are parts where one of us can go off and look after Will and play with him while the other's sat at the piano doing a bit of work. So we've made it happen, haven't we?
Yeah, it's always interesting. You know, every song's different. You know, it's you never know what you're going to come up with unless you're writing for a very particular story or structure. You know, if it's like just a standalone song or something, you just don't quite know what it's going to be. So, you know, sometimes it comes out more classical.
Obviously, the nice relationships you've been building over the years. And so, obviously, let's have a little chat about our first two songs, which is Jon Jon Briones and Sabrina Aloueche. So, why don't you tell us a bit about the songs that we're going to be hearing in a second?
Jon Jon's going to be performing a song called Find the Best of Me, which we originally wrote for Sharon Jackson, who's been in Glee and actually American Horror Story more recently. And it's a song about retracing your footsteps and maybe trying to acknowledge that you need to work through some of the damage to find where you're meant to be. And that can be painful sometimes, but ultimately it's a song about looking backwards to move forwards. So that's the most succinct way I can put it. And then Sabrina is going to be singing Standing on My Own, which is another song that was written for American Jenna Ushworth, and then another Glee link.
Another Glee link, yeah.
Glee link's the band. And do you want to speak for that?
Yeah, Standing on My Own was actually a song for the second Your Voice competition that we put together. Jenna kind of front-ended that one. She was the kind of main person who she was amazing, actually. What a voice, what a great person, what a star. And we actually supported a charity she'd set up with some of the proceeds of that one. But Standing on My Own really is that song where you kind of realise that this is your moment, really. You know, for the very first time in your existence, in your life, you are faced with a decision to kind of go out and, you know, make it or break it. I think, you know, it's that moment. So yeah, two quite unique songs, two singles,
both linked by connections to Glee.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, without further ado, let's kick things off and start with Jon Jon Briones with Find the Best of Me and Sabrina Aloueche with Standing on My Own.
How many times have I walked this road? How many dreams have passed me by? I've never noticed, I just survived. Time to start believing, tracing footsteps I left in the sand, to find the best of me that no one else can see, to find my truth in life, to search inside so I'll understand how far I've wandered from all that I planned. One of these days now, it won't be long, I'll find the answers that I need. Keep on searching inside of me. Try to find the meaning in the ruins that once were my life, to find the best of me that no one else could see, to find my truth in life, to search inside so I'll understand how far I've wandered from all that I planned. Life can pass you by, never knowing why it went to waste. So what's left of me, endless could have been, I should have changed, to find the best of me that no one else could see, to find my truth in life, to search inside so I'll understand how far I've wandered from all that I planned. To find the best of me again.
Catch me when I fall, give me hope when it's gone, find me a reason why I should stay. Oh, when you seem so afraid that I'm letting you go, turning around, and I know I'm standing on my own for the first time in a lifetime. I'll face this world alone. I'll try and find my way empty lies given me when I cried, trying to break down the moves of a game that you thought I would lose and then keep all the blame. Now all the rules start to change. I'm standing on my own for the first time in a lifetime. I'll face this world alone. I'll try and find my way. Walls are falling all around me. I won't be made to stay. 'Cause I hit the ground, but I got back up, and I heard the sound of the truth rise up, and I see the road I need to take home. I'm standing on my own for the first time in a lifetime. I'll face this world alone. I'm standing on my own for the first time. I'll face this world alone. No looking back, I've let go.
So that was the brilliant Sabrina Aloueche with Stand on My Own. And now we welcome the amazing Maria Coyne. Welcome, Maria.
Hi. Thank you for having me.
No, thank you for joining us. And how are you doing? How's your lockdown been?
Yeah, it's been okay actually. I have been doing a lot of work on my house, so that's been keeping me very busy. Funnily enough, a lot of people have been enjoying the sun, but I've been so determined to get everything done that I haven't really seen the sun yet. So there
Well-
you go, keeping busy.
I've got to say, I've been the complete opposite, and I've been completely lazy inside the house, and I've just been sitting in the sun all day. So at least it's balancing out.
Absolutely. I think, there's definitely room to do both. So
Exactly that. And so, why don't you tell us a bit about your song, and your connection with Daniel and Laura?
So I first met Dan and Laura, I think it was 2014 when they very kindly first asked me to do a song in a concert with them, which was at the Royal Albert Hall, and that's how we first worked together, and we've sort of carried on going ever since, so I guess it's going well.
I'm going to interrupt you to say I haven't spoken to you in person since I saw you in the Kick-Away. You were so amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So we're so lucky that you agreed to sing the song for this project. So thank you so much.
Okay, thank you.
We love Maria. We do. We love
Oh, I'm getting embarrassed.
There's so much love kind of going back and forth right now. And so, Dan and Laura, why don't you tell us a little bit about the song then? Let's talk about it.
This is one of our latest songs. Actually, the last song we released. We're working on a few at the moment, but this was the last song we released, called "Stand." It is a country ballad, and it was great to give Maria something a little bit different. And she does an incredible job of it. But this was another charity release, and for anti-bullying. So yeah, another one of our kind of big, charitable songs that we put out. But yeah, paired beautifully with Maria here. So gorgeous.
Amazing. And like I said, thank you again, Maria, for agreeing to sing it. And
No.
I've had to listen to it, and everyone is in for a real treat with this one. And obviously,
you.
You are paired with Nadim Naaman, who obviously you have worked with before.
Yeah. Yes, I have.
And why don't you tell us a bit about what Nadim is singing, Dan and Laura?
So Nadim is going to sing, well, I did a clap then. Nadim is going to sing What Happened to Yesterday, which is another one of the songs which was featured on Overture originally. Mark Broussard sang it. It is something that is a little bit more contemporary for us. I think it's paired well with Maria's song. We love country music. We're huge Rascal Flatts fans, and so it's the style that we really enjoy moving over to work in. It seems to be quite naturally paired with musical theatre, to be honest. Anyway, it certainly doesn't feel like a vast departure from what we normally do, but we're really at home doing
story-driven songs.
Yeah.
Really, it's but yeah, this was our real kind of entrance, if you wanted, to the country music. So we've been working in Nashville for the last couple of projects, and this one was produced in Nashville, and it has that real kind of great Nashville sound. So yeah, and it's a real treat, as I said, to hear Maria sing it.
I was just going to say, actually, it's really not the kind of song that I would normally sing. It's not necessarily my natural sound, really, but for me, the lyrics and also the purpose of, obviously the song was written for an anti-bullying campaign, and that's something I feel very strongly about, and I have suffered that in the past, so it meant a lot to me as a song. I related to it and it resonated a lot.
I'm glad to hear that, because that's really, when we were writing this one in particular, we really carefully thought about the lyrics, and it was just meant to even just offer the smallest amount of comfort for people who are being bullied, but also the people who have been and still carry that. We both know it never goes. It's something you carry with you forever. So that's why we wrote that one in particular.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about you, but I'm incredibly excited to hear it all. So, well, Maria, why don't you do us the honour of introducing the next two songs?
Yes, so next up we have the amazing Nadim Naaman singing What Happened to Yesterday, and then I will be singing, as spoken about, the song Stand.
I'm wondering if you hear me or if you see my heart. I know the words you're saying tear our world apart. Now I'm hurting inside and I feel so lost. And I want to take you back in time. What happened to yesterday when everything felt so black and white? All the world just fell away and everything seemed right. I wish we could go back there for a while. I'm going around in circles, so hard to figure out where we have gone so long. And if I let you down, 'cause we changed so much and I see that now. What happened to yesterday when everything felt so black and white? All the world just fell away and everything seemed right. Wish we could go back there for a while. I've been stuck inside my head for too long now. I've been trying to find a place that's home, 'cause this world feels empty and I don't want to feel alone. felt so black and white. All the world just fell away and everything seemed right. Wish we could go back there for a while. I'm wondering if you hear me or if you see my heart. I know the words you're saying will tear our world apart. Now I'm hurting inside and I feel so lost. What happened to yesterday?
Have you ever known just how it feels to be alone inside your heart? Like no one really cares for you. You wanna fall apart, but you try now to fight on for yourself. There's so much that needs changing, but then there's always some old catch. It's your head rearranging who you are with no way back. So you give up your hopes, but no, it's true that the dark is always worse before the dawn. Don't give up on yourself. You're stronger than you think you are. There's so much we can do. Keep on climbing, make it through, and you'll stand. Oh, you'll stand. Days turn into months, and you just cannot find the light. The shadow hanging over you that haunts you through the night, and now keeps you still doubting every truth. I know you walk those hallways with your eyes down on the ground, but raise your head up high, you'll see there's sunrise to be found. When the sky's clear, there's nothing in your way. You're just caught up in the middle of the storm. Don't give up on yourself. You're stronger than you think you are. There's so much we can do. Keep on climbing, make it through, and you'll stand. Oh, you'll stand. When you feel like the world is rough and your best's not good enough, just know it'll be okay. You'll fight another day. The dark is always worse before the dawn. You'll stand. You'll
So that was the brilliant Maria Coyne with her version of Stand. And now, next up, we welcome the amazing Kieran Brown to the conversation. Thank you, Kieran, and welcome.
Hi, how is everyone?
Great.
Hey, Kieran, nice to see you.
I know, you too. This is weird. It's taken a
This is
global
weird.
pandemic
This
to
is
make
weird.
this happen.
I know. And obviously, before this, we were talking about, obviously, you getting used to this digital world and the whole world of Zoom. How are you finding this all? And how did you find recording this song behind this and not being on stage?
Yeah, it's different. It's different. I think I'm very self-conscious because I have neighbours above me and below me and either side of me. But we also have our bedroom is on the main road, so it's busy, and the room I record in is at the back. But we have neighbours with children who are always in the back garden, so I have to kind of pick opportune moments to record anything. Otherwise, you have screaming children. So it's just an adjustment, really, and it's fine.
And what about this song in particular? Like, obviously, this is the first time. Some people may not know that this is the first time that you've actually worked with Daniel and Laura. I know that the link up between all three of you has been long going and been wanted by all parties, but it just hasn't kind of clicked and fitted as of yet. So how's that been? And I said, tell us a bit about the song that you're going to be singing.
We've been trying to work together for ages, and just for some reason it's never happened. And I absolutely adore these guys, and I love their music, and I love how supportive they are to performers and their passionate stuff. So I was so thrilled when I got Dan's message on Facebook. So thank you so much, Dan. And the song is gorgeous. The song was written, I think, in 2014 for a show called, or for an album, Love on 42nd Street. Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
I did
right.
my homework.
You did?
You always do,
It's a really, really lovely song, and it was a beautiful backing tracks were sent to me as well. So I'm really delighted that I got that song. I'm quite chuffed. I lucked out. So
Amazing. And obviously, we will be hearing another song as well, straight after yours, which is Caroline K. Why don't you tell us a bit about that, Dan and Laura?
I remember just coming back from Greece. We'd just been on holiday. And literally, I hadn't got through the door, put the case next to the piano, sat down at the piano and wrote the chorus to Are You Playing With My Heart? And I guess it had been kind of going round in my head for about a week there. But it's quite similar to Why Am I Falling in some ways, just at a different point of the relationship, where really it is that moment where you are assessing the relationship and what's there. Is it good? Is there anything worth really kind of salvaging? It's again, it's not the happiest song in the whole world, but a lot of people find it, especially this is one that pops up. A lot of people do it for auditions and things. So yeah, it's proved to be quite popular. Are You Playing With My Heart? And Why Am I Falling? Yeah,
Great. And go on, Laura.
Oh no, it's just good. These are two people seem to respond to these ones, so it seems apt that they are placed together.
Perfect. It's as if we knew what we were doing. Like, You do. So obviously, let's go and move on to the actual singing, what everyone wants to hear. And Kieran, do you want to do the honours of introducing your?
Yeah, sure. So in just a moment, you're going to hear the wonderful Caroline K with "Are You Playing With My Heart?" But before then, we have another question to ask you. It's "Why Am I Falling?" and that's sung by me. Here we go.
Never thought I'd see the light again, become lost in the dark and rain, and those skies, they soon would clear. In my life, now you're here. Why am I I falling in love with you tonight? Why am I dreaming that we can turn out right? I can't even resist. Feel I only exist in your arms. In your arms. Close the door to what I used to be, made it all a distant memory. Lost myself in the night, but those wrongs you made right. Why am I falling in love with you tonight? Why am I dreaming that we can turn out right? I can't even resist. Feel I only exist in your arms, in your arms. You pour your faith into my name, healing me to love falling in love with you tonight.
can't get up. Should I run or should I stay? Should I try just one more day? Keep on hoping that we'll make it through the pain. Slowly drifting so much further from the answers I need, more than any reason that you went away. Are you playing with my heart, causing me to fall apart? Am I falling where I can't get up? Should I run or should I stay? Should I try just one more day? Keep on hoping that we'll make it through the pain. That we'll make it through the pain and find our way.
So that was Caroline Kay with Are You Play With My Heart? And next up, we've got Luke McCall joining us. So thank you, Luke. Welcome.
Hi, thank you.
Obviously, thank you for joining us on our call, and obviously with Dan and Laura. So I just want to start with, how did you find this process of doing a song via Zoom?
Well, it's a bit strange, really, isn't it? Because you're literally just singing to your computer screen. There's sort of no one there, so it's a really sort of odd experience. But no, it's nice. It's nice to be able to sing, you know, for a good reason. To be honest with you, not just sort of doing it around the house. So yeah, no, it was nice. Yeah.
And how did you find the song? Have you sung the song before, or is it a completely new piece to you? Or
I sing the song at least once a week because it's one of my favourite songs of Dan and Laura's. It's absolutely brilliant. I really love it. I have it on all the time. And my mum actually goes, "Oh, not that one again," because I sing it so often. But yeah, no, I love the song.
Oh, amazing! Well, that's great. Well, Laura, Dan, why don't you tell us a bit more about the song?
Oh, is that my one? We wrote it originally for Jon Owen Jones, and Jon Owen Jones actually wrote loads of these lyrics, which is awesome. A bit of a Welsh fest again going on, but it's another one. We're going to have another one a bit later, I think, which is a really, really hard sing. It's epic. I'm going to give a shout out to Al Steele on this one for an amazing arrangement, huge orchestral arrangement. But yeah, it's actually one of my favourites as well.
This was our take on kind of a James Bond kind of esque theme, you know. But you know, we love working with Luke. You know, we worked at some concerts and a big song for T Haven Children's Hospice, which was great. A song that Luke did a duet with Cara Lindsay, who was in Newsies on Broadway, and the song had people like
Will Ferrell popped in at one point.
Michael J. Fox, and many others doing some.
Michael Flatley in the middle. So yeah, it's really cool. But it's if I had to say one word with the song, I call it cathartic. I think it feels like a huge release. I don't know if Luke agrees with that, but
yeah, absolutely, yeah.
You get that big release when you kind of belt it out or sing it out there.
Yeah. No, it's sort of emotional and vocal release, really, isn't it?
Definitely, and it feels like that. Just when we were writing it, felt like that as well, very much so.
Yeah, it was one of those songs that was in kind of 3 stages. There's like 3 kind of key melodies in it. I'm told Bohemian Rhapsody was written like that. I'm not comparing to Bohemian Rhapsody. But,
that's what we're expecting now. That's what everyone, all the audience, everyone who's listening right now is expecting. The next Bohemian Rhapsody. That's what we're expecting now.
Yeah.
So obviously we're about to hear Luke sing Tell Me What Makes a Man, but also we're about to hear Oliver Savile as well. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to hear there as well, Laura and Dan?
No disguise.
Yeah.
This one's got to be yours because.
Well, we're huge Tom Hanks fans, massive, and we wanted to look at a couple of his films, just go, just for the joy of it, really. If we were going to write a song for one of his films, what would it be? And we came up with doing something for You've Got Mail. And this really is just one of those moments, if you've seen the film, obviously there are two people, one of them is doing his very best at the start of the film to pretty much upset the other romantic lead, and they kind of, they do fall for each other, but there's all kinds of crises going on there. So.
I can explain the entire plot of You Got Mail. You love it.
That's a great film. It's instant classic, I think.
So basically, it's somebody who's in love with another person who's wondering if they really knew who they were, if they would still love them. In short.
Well, I don't know, I'm speaking for myself here, but I'd love to hear the whole musical. I'd love to see that on stage. You've Got Mail on stage would be amazing.
Yeah, I'd love to do it.
They'd like getting the whole total rights for that one is all I can say.
You never know.
And anything is possible.
You put it out into the world, and if the rights holders are listening, we're going to do You've Got Mail, the musical. Luke McCall is going to be our leading man.
Yeah, great.
So great. Without further ado, let's have a look at our next two songs. Luke, do you want to introduce yourself and Oliver?
Yeah, I'm going to be singing Tell Me What Makes a Man, and Ollie is going to be singing No Disguise. I've always known your love would not come free, but I still paid the price. I guess the fool was me. Won't you tell me, woman, was it all for show? You paid the devil who took every last piece of my soul. Left the life I knew. Won't you tell me the truth? Is this man now dead to you? So tell me what makes a man alive. What makes the change in his life? So tell me what makes you so unsure. What made this love so impure? Tell me what makes a man. Tell me what makes a man. Now you've left me with a love that you disowned, in shattered pieces, empty and alone.
Was it just my turn to lose? Wasn't I man enough for you? So tell me what makes a man alive? What makes the change in his life? So tell me what makes you so unsure? What made this love so impure? Tell me what makes a man. Tell me what makes a man. Tell me what makes a man.
You see into my soul like no one's ever tried before. All the words you wrote were like you heard my every thought. And it's so clear how our worlds are much the same. Would you understand if you ever knew my name? I'll find my own way to show you who I am inside. No more fear, no disguise. See, I'm still the friend you've known so long. Could we both agree to take the road less traveled on? Long ago, stood there at the door. We knew nothing then, yet we wanted so much more. I'll find every way to change the past so you and I have a chance if we try. And in that moment when you look in my eyes, you will see then nothing hidden, love, only love. And now I wonder if you'd known all along. Would we ever be together? So try. Life is waiting for us if we dare to fly. you say you'd be mine?
So that was No Disguise with Oliver Savile. And now we have the pleasure of welcoming Brian Cheney to the conversation. Welcome, Brian.
Hi, thanks. Thanks for having me.
No, absolutely my pleasure. So obviously you are our last but not least duo of songs, yourself and Alice Fearn. And I just want to get to know, really, how did you and Dan and Laura begin a connection, really? How did you guys get in touch to begin with?
Actually, Dan and Laura got in touch with me a few years ago. They got in touch and told me that they were really big fans of my mentor, Jerry Hadley. He was a really well-known international opera singer and tenor, and he was my mentor. And they reached out to me and said that they were checking out some of my online material and that they really were drawn to my style and my technique. As a crossover artist, I sing a lot of musical theater as well as opera. And so we began talking, and they very graciously offered to write some music for me. And the result is what you're about to hear. It's just incredible, this song, every song.
So am I right in thinking that this song was written obviously for yourself? And is it to do with your mentor as well? Is it to do with Jerry? Is that the thought behind it?
Yeah. It was, from my understanding, it's like an ode to my relationship with my dear friend and mentor.
And so how, Dan, Laura, switching to you guys, how did you find that? Obviously, it seems like quite a personal song for obviously Brian. And how did you find that link?
We love Brian, and Brian's voice is just unparalleled. You know, it's a beautiful, exquisite voice. And Jerry Hadley really is up there with the great singers of all time. You know, he was a master. And we wanted to do something that paid tribute, not only to Jerry, but, you know, to Brian's relationship, which is very, very special. And, you know, Brian did this incredible documentary, and it really is incredible, which kind of, you know, shows the stages of that relationship and what they built together and what they did together. And, you know, we were profoundly touched by that. And, you know, it's not the first time we worked with Brian. We worked with him on something for our musical Grimaldi, and we've actually got another song we're working on at the moment. So yeah, it's always a joy.
The eyes.
Oh,
the
yeah.
eyes always, because it's very high.
Yeah.
So obviously in our last segment as well, we have Alice Fearn. And why don't you tell us a bit about that as well? What will she be singing, Dan and Laura?
Alice is singing a song called When the Curtain Falls, which was originally performed by Nadim on our album Overture. And it's a nightmare of a song to sing. It is so hard. And Alice takes the belt a lot higher than I've ever heard any other performer do in this, which is crazy. But it's basically about the fickle fortune that comes along with fame and being in the performing arts, and how you feel when it all disappears.
Great.
It's a happy stuff.
Yeah, very happy song. Yeah.
We like a big happy song to end the show with, and obviously a nice big belty song as well, which is always great.
It is that.
I just want to say a quick thank you to all our guests. Obviously Brian and Luke and Maria and Kieran, thank you for joining us, and obviously Dan and Laura for sharing your wonderful music with us. So let's finish off with a bang. So Brian, would you like to introduce the last two songs?
I would love to. The next two songs you're going to hear are Every Song, sung by me, and our final song will be sung by Alice Fearn, When the Curtain Falls. I hope you enjoy it.
Quiet rooms recall the years where no silence could fall, One voice that flew through each hallway was you. Still I hear, gentle and clear, every song, every note so pure the world would sing along. And we would be reminded for a time that beauty's passing moments never die. They're left behind, far away from here. I feel your laughter and cry no more tears. For still in this place, every soul you embrace, when they hear, year after year, every song, every note so pure the world would sing along. And we would be reminded for a time that beauty's passing moments never die. They're left behind. Sometimes you feel like a dream. Some nights I can't hold on. One record plays, then those precious days are there for all the world to know. Your music never fades, it grows with every song. Every note so pure the world would sing along. And we would be reminded for a time that beauty's passing moments never die. They're left behind. Every song, every song, my friend, lives on. Every song.
Been around too long to know the score. I'm just another name on the dressing room floor. I've fallen out of favor, found someone new. I've turned my back and now my time is through. When the curtain's gone and the lights go down, who's gonna care? Who's gonna know your name? When the playbills gone and your ego's died, how you gonna feel? How you gonna cope when nobody cares who you are anymore? At the start you try to live a dream, get caught up in a world made of make-believe. Rise on up, don't think of coming down. How'd you ever try to keep your feet on the ground? When the curtain falls and the lights go down, who's gonna care? Who's gonna know your name? When the playbills gone and your and over there. I sold my soul just to feed myself. I'm down on my knees, I'm begging you, please, don't judge me. When the curtain falls and the lights go down, who's gonna care? Who's gonna love when the fame is gone and your ego's died? How are you gonna feel? How are you gonna call for nobody? Yeah.
In March 2018, we opened our doors to the public with a vision not just to create challenging professional theatre, but to use this as a platform to inspire and bring communities together. Theatre and culture build identity. With theatre and culture in our local life, the community landscape is more vibrant. Local life is enriched. We believe that the benefits of theatre should be available for everyone. Our Theatre for All programme has removed financial barriers, giving disadvantaged people access to the theatre free of charge.
So we were told that we'd come here and have a Christmas meal and then go and watch A Christmas Carol.
Our aim is to make live professional theatre available to everyone and use that experience for positive change. Theatre can be transformational in young lives. Our academy is now in its 4th year, and we continue to build on our vision of bringing the best performing arts tuition to the heart of the Cotswolds. We work hard to make our academy as inclusive and as accessible as possible. Discounts apply for parents with more than one child. Our bursaries help support talented children from less affluent backgrounds. The Academy creates a fun and challenging environment where children can build friendships and develop key skills not just for theatre, but for life. we are also able to provide real opportunities for students who wish to pursue careers in the arts.
My name is Harry Apps. I am currently playing Marius in Les Misérables in the West End.
Barn outreach and learning programs engage with thousands of people. Our free workshops support the drama curriculum in local schools. Singing and musical theatre workshops in community groups and care homes have helped address issues of isolation. Our Song for Cirencester project in aid of mental health charities brought our community together in an unprecedented way. We've collaborated with many charities in the region, including the Churn project, to support individuals dealing with the barriers to finding work.
Since working at UAN, my life's changed. It's given me some purpose, given me an interest, some confidence I was lacking prior to all this.
The Barn Theatre played a pivotal role in the town's 2018 World War I centenary celebrations. Who could forget our record-breaking Human Poppy? Our live streaming work on the annual Advent Festival helped thousands engage and take part in Cirencester's Christmas festivities. In these times of uncertainty, we strive to keep the community together. The theatre may be temporarily closed, but our commitment to you goes on. Even now, our amazing costume department are helping the NHS by making scrubs for frontline workers. We've used our technology to build a free live streaming service that provides much needed community news and entertainment for all the family, broadcasting every day to keep us all connected. We are not just a theatre. We are the Barn.